Now I invite Sardar Tarlochan Singh ji, Chairman, Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Khalsa College, Delhi University, to kindly speak on the topic. Thank you very much, sir. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ਤੁਹਾਡਾ।
Professor Ravi Prakash ji, Sir Devveer Singh ji Chancellor ji, Harpreet Kaur ji Principal, Ravinder Kumar ji Director ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਅੱਜ ਹੋਸਟ ਹੈ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੋਸਤ और प्रोफेसर कुलजीत सिंह जी और डीन ऑफ रत्ना बाली जी डीन ऑफ और इस रवि प्रकाश जी चेयरमैन ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट। Actually, I must first of all thank the Vice Chancellor, Devveer Singh ji, that as it was announced earlier, Delhi University started, I think, and I have also been associated with the university for many years. This is the first time, perhaps, that the university has thought of to organize such workshop or seminar. So I must first of all thank all those who are involved. Issue before us today is to understand and know what is martyrdom. And this concept of martyrdom, how it is in our own Indian history, vis-a-vis the world over, where we stand. What I have learned so far, that outside India, people are not aware who are the martyrs in India. Our scholars somehow have always tried to project the Western concept and all those who are popular in West. We feel shy of writing our own history and our own heritage. World over, when we think of martyr, you open any book, any Google, anywhere, the only martyr known is Christ. Christ, naturally, he gave his life for a principle, but before him is Socrates. He was, I think, 300 years before him. Socrates died for his own principle, and at that time the king, they killed him for that. Then is Imam Hussain, the Muslim, Karbala. You see the procession once a year on any Friday, when the Muslims go all over Hussain, Hussain. So that is the martyr accepted all over. Then Joan of Arc, a French lady. She is publicized everywhere. She stood for her principle. And then another is Thomas More. He didn't accept the King of England as head of church. So he had to die. Now these are the names when you open or know. Nobody knows that Guru Tegh Bahadur is unparalleled in that line. We respect all those because they accepted death and not at the cost of forgiving their own faith. But here is one Guru Tegh Bahadur who didn't die for his own self. He didn't die for the Sikh community. He is the one only in the world, so far I think I have not read, scholars are there, they can correct me, the one who died for others. Guru Tegh Bahadur was not Hindu in that sense. He never had a He never had a tilak, but he died for Janau and Tilak. So one man in the world who gave his life for others, to give freedom of conscience for others. So this human rights, what we hear today, I think Guru Tegh Bahadur, the founder of human rights, but we have failed to give this to UNO or anywhere. Here I accuse not only our leaders, but all academicians. All academicians, when we go abroad, when we write paper, we feel shy of giving this history to others. So I think the university has taken a lead by establishing this, because earlier they held a partition. Now partition is such an event where 10 lakh people died in 1947. What for? What for? Because we have never thought why they 1 million people were killed by crossing border. Because they didn't accept Pakistan, they wanted to come to their India. Because they think we are Hindu Sikhs, we must cross. And they died. But we, India has never even mentioned that people died for us. So first time, Modi ji, I must give him credit that he gave a call, let us remember those who died during partition. And that's how the first seminar was held and this held. So again, even this, today, देखो Guru Tegh Bahadur 300 years of martyrdom was in 1975. I attended that. Now this is 350th. Now 350, we could organize only one big function in Ramlila ground. Prime Minister came there, she presided. But the way this martyrdom this year is a talk of the entire country. This I must give credit to Modi ji or his government. They thought of it. If we must tell everybody to remember who was Guru Tegh. So this is the new change which we must accept. No politics. That government has, why all of you are professor, all very senior. Why we are all here? Only then so to discuss this so that you can educate the students. I think that is our purpose. That know what is. Now I have seen in the various dictionaries martyrdom, word martyrdom meaning. Perhaps Sardar Singh is more educated on that. What is martyrdom? So this is. But what I want that the university now should hold an inter-university seminar like this. So other universities, Delhi University should take lead, invite them. Request the Vice Chancellor, something so that other universities in South especially should also know, because they are not aware what is happening in North. So we must, and Sardar Singh is here, my friend, he is well connected and all over the international and national body. So my request is that we should try to involve all over India so that people should start learning and this and that. Now, I further want to say, just because Professor has mentioned, that India, unfortunately, is the only country, perhaps only country, who had 900 years of slavery. You read your history, what I learned in year 980, in 10th century, the Muslim came to India. The first invader was in Sindh in 980. So from that time till the Britishers came, 700 years Islam period, 200 years British period, we remained slave. So in 1947 is the year when India, not only India, the Hindu community also. But we forget to tell people that is for liberation of Hindu community also, not only of India. And that's what the whole problem started. Now today, best going on. So this slavery for a long period. And during this period, I will again urge the center that when Babur came, he attacked India, came from Kabul. That is the start of Mughal period, starting from Babur, ending at Aurangzeb, in between Humayun, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Akbar. So all these they came here. So as reading the history, I am not a historian, but I do read books. In whole of this period, I read once an article by Dr. Radhakrishnan. He wrote that for centuries slavery, Indian ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਆਤਮਾ ਮਰ ਗਈ. He wrote this. The ਆਤਮਾ ਮਰ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਸੀ for centuries old century. And he said that ਇਸ ਆਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਜਗਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੌਣ ਸੀ? ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ. The first time in history, if anybody has revolted against foreign rule, it was Guru Nanak. And he went to jail. Perhaps you are not aware. Guru Nanak was in jail of Babur because he opposed Babur. So this is the history. Guru Nanak not only went to jail, he is the first in India. If all of you, any other, our scholar, our saint, our anyone has ever written against the government. There are good verses for our, but any verse against the sitting government, Rajeshi Mukaddam Kutte, this is what is written. Rajeshi and Unke Alkar Kutte, this is written by Guru Nanak. So this is how he challenged by educating people to you rise. And ultimately, Guru Gobind Singh took the sword, gave Amrit, and within 10 years of Guru Gobind Singh's call, Banda Bahadur became the first sovereign of India. This is the Shakti of Guru Gobind Singh, that same people who were just slaves and nothing, and they became warriors and they defeated Mughal, and Banda Bahadur became the first sovereign. So I need not go on stressing, because sometimes people think that being sick, I am telling the story, but this is the history, and I only urge the history should be taught. I remember, maaf karoge, I was chairman National Minority Commission in 2000. A book was being taught where in 7th class, it was written कि गुरु तेग बहादुर जी को पकड़ के लाए क्योंकि वो विरोध कर रहे थे. इवन यहाँ तक लिखा था कि डकैती कर रहे थे, और ये किताब हमारे लगी. Then I called the director of NCRT in my office, and that book was withdrawn. So we, our scholars, have been writing about Guru Tegh Bahadur as just one of those. And today now, thank to the government, thank to university, all over India is knowing what Guru Tegh Bahadur did. एक बात मैं और कह के बैठता हूँ कि why औरंगजेब wanted Kashmiri Pandit to convert. ये आप जरा जरूर देखना, इस पे आप रिसर्च भी करना, because it is believed that Kashmiri Pandit were the most educated people, and they first, if they are converted, then whole Hindu will be. This is, I think, Aurangzeb thought of. Even now, Kashmir is the only state which is Muslim majority. This was all Hindus. Even Afghanistan was a Hindu country, and then Buddhist. Later on became Muslim. So why Aurangzeb? Because Kashmiri Pandit, they wanted, if they become Muslim, then they will spread Islam. So they came to Guru Tegh Bahadur to protect us. And for them, Guru Tegh Bahadur gave his life. So this is how his connection with Kashmir. And that Kriparam, who led that delegation, he became a Sikh and he died while fighting in some cause. This is also recorded. So I need not now go on speaking like further. I only thank all of the university officials for organizing, and I hope all of you have come. It is part of the duty, but I think It's also part of our religious duty, divine duty, to educate our children first and our students to know our heritage. Thank you.